So hello and welcome back to SJ Cartier Limited Convos. And today I'm going to talk on the topic that's kind of been riling up a lot of social media. And I'm not going to mention the person's name because they're just a pain. And they tell you that from their username they're a pain. So we're not going to mention their name. But real life, black businesses are supposed to be supporting black businesses. Black businesses are not supposed to be boycotting any South Asian business. And the reason I'm saying this is the problem with our society as black people that we don't support ourselves. And what I mean by that, we see black businesses, whether they're just starting to grow or not, and we don't actually support them ourselves and put money into these black businesses ourselves. And as black people, if we want our businesses to grow and our infrastructure to grow, we have to be supporting each other for each other's business to actually grow. Because if someone independently can grow something with your support, then that will also come back into the community support. And if you are supporting the right black people will actually be supporting black people. Now, when you talk about boycotting all South Asian bloody businesses, how does that help other black businesses? How does that help the small black businesses? How does that help the big black businesses? Because if you are talking about you're going to boycott all South Asian businesses, do you not think now South Asian businesses ain't going to want to support the black businesses? And when we think about it, as I said in somebody's post the other day, me as a black man, I have found, although I understand my collectibles I sell, there's not a lot of black people that hunt and look for certain collectibles, but there's always toys, there's always certain things. Everybody has kids, everybody has partners or family, or is a man themselves. So I have a lot of brand new t-shirts, I have a lot of toys, I have a lot of books with knowledge that you could read. There's a lot of things on there if you actually looked. So although I don't predominantly aim my products at black businesses or black people, there is a lot of black people that can shop with my shop, if that makes sense. So when I actually look at my actual support for my business, I have found that it has come from a lot of white and Asian people. Even when I first looked at my website going live and taking it away from eBay, I realised that the UK actually wasn't supporting me as much as the foreign countries, funnily enough. So I used to get a lot of orders worldwide, and I was sending orders worldwide regularly compared to where I was sending them to the UK. And I find there's a lot of UK that just be nosy into what you're doing, but they're not trying to either help, they're just being nosy. Do you get that? So when you hear people being nosy in the background, understand they're being nosy. If you heard it, yeah? But understand that's the UK for you. They watch you, and unless you're doing something for them, they may not want to help you. And for me, I've always took myself away as an independent black man and decided to grow my black business and my black brand. And always from the beginning, I made it very known that although I'm building a website that is 100% all my products currently, my aim was to bring other businesses' products onto my website because it's a marketplace. And when you understand, just like as I say, the UK, because this is the black people that I say are the problem, the black real British people that they aren't cultured. And they're the people that will look at other black businesses coming up and look down on them. They're the black people that will get a job, a good job, and not try to bring somebody in and say, oh, I've got a friend or a family member that could also do that job that you've got a vacancy for. When black people come into their workplace, they're now looking down on them or feeling like they're better than that black person who's come to either shop, but visit, whatever it is, they feel like they're better. It could be security. Think, as a black man, do you not feel the black security are more onto you than the white and Asian security sometimes? And you think, why are you onto me? You're black yourself. You should not be continuing the prejudice. And this is the problem. A lot of black people get high and forget that there's a lot of black people down below. And there's a lot of people grafting for the sake of just themselves and their family. And are they not black people as well? Do you not think about them? And that's the problem with us. We don't support each other, and we look at the Asians. Asians support each other just for being Asian, and that is a high percentage of Asian, man. That is, I don't even know, I haven't done research in facts, percentages, because how would we do this? But I'm telling you, I see Asian man supporting Asian shops all the time. They support each other all the time. I see white man supporting white businesses all the time. I don't see black businesses supporting black businesses all the time, unless these black businesses feel they're on the same level, and they feel like, oh, you've got a huge following, so I could actually grow my business via you as well. You get that? So if you're a small business with 100 followers, 500 followers, 1,000 followers, I'm not looking up as high to you, because you ain't got the 10 and 20,000 followers that my man has got. And that's black people's thinking. Whereas a white and Asian man will look at that person's profile and say, you know what, you've only got 1,000 followers. I'm going to help you, and I don't even know who you are. I just know you're an Asian man, you're trying, and I can see you trying for you and your family. You're not trying to go and help other people. You're trying for you and your individual family, and you are Asian as well, and I respect you as an Asian brother, even though I don't know you. That's the problem with black people. We don't do that. We don't think like that. A lot of us act like we do, and we don't actually do these things. So a lot of people may even think I don't do these things, but I live in the countryside, and I take myself from the countryside to go and support people in Bristol. When I go to Bristol, I try and support black and Muslim shops, because I am a black Muslim all the time, and I do this regularly. I go and check people, and I go and put my money into black Muslim hands all the time. And if it's for my meat, it's for my meat. If it's for a drink or my Rizla or anything, I try and make sure I don't go to Tesco and Sainsbury's and other shops. I find the local black man shop and I support them regularly, and that's how I used to be all the time. Certain black shops I stopped supporting in Bristol because I stopped having all the things I wanted, and I'm thinking, even that then, you as a black man know what I want, because I'm regularly coming here, and you don't overly stock these things, and I may be one of the only, like, come on, you get it? So that's how black people move. Black people may try take away what you actually need. And there's a point that someone said as well. He said, when I stop shopping at all the Asian shops, where am I actually going to? So there's a lot of people, or one person predominantly, is trying to talk about, oh, don't go to Asian shops. So what shops are people supposed to go to? Are you going to give them all the shops? Or are you going to ask your whatever followers to tell everybody about the shops? Could you not just get all these shops and promote them? Because what business are you doing? What is your business? Chattings. Is that your business? Chattings. So support the business with your chattings. You get that? So the next point, he was saying, no Asian shops. Where's all the black businesses? So the next point is that, and it's a very big point, if we want to support, so we go to Asian shops to get Asian hair. So where are the black hair shops? Why are the people with money who have grown their businesses, grown brands, got a lot of money, and say they're here for the black people, why are they not actually finding distributors and buying shops and renting a shop, buying a property, and just buy a property straight out, because you possibly could, and buy all the stock and say, I've got this shop here. We saw Crepton Conan do it, but they never done it as the sense of, from what I understand, of it's their business. They done it from the sake of their influencer for this business that is now also selling their own products. So it's a bit different, but it's similar, because at least, you know, they're giving back to the black community by putting natural black products that is built by black people in their shop. and promoting it for them and selling it for them. They're building their brand and building infrastructure for them. As their brand starts to grow, they could have their own shop soon, because now people literally want these things. Like, even just a thought, why is there not like literally Palmer shops? Like, Palmer's do a range of things, African Pride do a range of things. And it's quite funny when I'm thinking now, actually, a lot of these black shops that I think of, they're always in markets. Why is our mind so small that we feel we can only get market stores? Why do we not feel we can buy a shop or rent a shop that's possibly the same rent that we're paying in the market? Why can't we? So these are a lot of things that we have to understand. Obviously, areas, depending on, obviously you might be in a busy market, might cost a lot more, a lot cheaper than a shop. Obviously, depending on the area, depending on the shop, depending on if you have to pay electric, there's a lot of things to counter in. But that's the point I'm trying to say. Why are we thinking it's just a market? Why do we not actually have a shop for these things? Why do we not have Afro products by Caribbean people? Like a product, like a brand just called Afro Products, and it's literally called Afro Products because it's ran by Afro Caribbean or African people. But we must boycott all the Asian people that are bringing us these products that actually support us, because who are the distributors of these? Some of these are made, I believe, in Jamaica. Some of these products, so the Ardo breads and the buns and certain things are made in West Bromwich. But certain of these things are made by black people. It's like black people working in these factories. It's jobs for people. So boycotting those shops could shut those shops and lose a lot of people jobs, because now these Asian shops ain't ordering bread. The bread ain't getting brought. They ain't ordering bloody tea. You know what I mean? Cersei tea and these things. They're not order them because nobody's buying them. And now the people that make these, the Caribbean people, ain't also getting funded. So we can't be boycotting Asian shops, because we have to have our own shops to be able to boycott them, for starters. And why have we not got them? Why is the talk about let's get some black brands shops around the UK? There's a lot of people sitting there with millions of pounds of black people that have grown their business, that believe they have, well, not believe, they have hundreds, thousands, some of them millions of followers. Why have you not put your money in it? These are the times, well, let's just put it this way. I'm glad the talk's up, because now these are the times we should be seeing black people saying, you know what, I'm starting this shop here and it's going to be a black brand. I might have it around the corner from the Asian shop, but I presume all the black people that have been shopping will come to me now because I'm black. Maybe the Asian people will start supporting you as well a bit more, because now they see your brand growing and all the people are coming to you. So you know what, we want a piece of yours. Or they may just start setting up their own Asian shops and culture shops. And there was another funny point I heard the other day. And also, why is it that Chinese people sell their Chinese food and Chinese things? You go in Asian shops, it's Asian people selling Asian things. You go in white shops, it's white people selling white things. You go in black shops, how many black shops can we see with black people selling black things? And that's our problem. Even for me, let me show you real life, because this is where I say, some people don't get you until you actually talk, and this is why I talk. For me, for my website, my aim was for my website to grow my website with my collectibles, because I like to collect these certain collectibles myself, and it's my fascination for myself, regardless of whether I'm a black man or not. So I understand some black people may not get that, but I get it for myself. So that's why I sell the collectibles I sell. But the reason I built a website also was because I know I'm able to actually list whatever products I want to list. And at some point I wanted to be able to become around the right black people in these who've got black businesses, who've got black products, and allow them to put their black products onto my website. it was also going to be collectors and other resellers, but a lot of it as well was going to be black family members, black friends, just family and friends for starters, because I got a lot of black, white, Asian family and friends. So, well, not a lot of Asian and white family, but I've got some Asian in my family, in the sense of there's Asian married into my family and there's white married into my family. So there's a mix of cultures in my families. Yeah. So for me, I was always going to put cultural stuff. I wanted black businesses that do black products and they make them themselves, and I wanted to be able to list them on my website. I also wanted to get black books, and I wanted to get Islamic books and Islamic things. But as I say, as people may want to judge your business and say, oh, it's just a black business, we don't know, we don't trust him, he was a criminal, or we never done a criminal, we're black people that never done a crime, so we're not on his wavelength, we don't deal with the scum like that. That's how some people may think as a black people. But then, as a black man, do you not realise I could do that for you? As black, I could do that for the whole black people. A lot of people may not understand the mindset that people have as a black man. They will just judge the business from the level they see it at. That's the level I'm at. And yes, I have to grow it independently myself. I get that. And I'm not here to rely on black people to grow my business. I'm not here to rely on Asian, white men to grow my business. I'm here to rely on me growing my business by the effort I put in, the consistency of what I put in, and the products I bring. And if I meet, as I say, I'm not into no influencer deals, I'm not into none of that, but I will, obviously, as a business, obviously would have to work with distributors or manufacturers at some point, because that's how I will get a huge amount of stock and be known for that huge amount of stock. So if I could so I'll give you some examples. If I was able to go to Diamond when they were around and just get comics regularly sent to me and be able to have an understanding of what books my collectors really wanted to buy regularly, and get these variants for myself and whatever comics I want for myself. If it was Tops, then Tops are like sending me boxes that I can sell to actual collectors for a reasonable price. If it's like vintage or auction places that they have collections of vintage certain things that I'm able to purchase from them, that I can buy in bundles because they get them in bundles, and I can take them from them in a bundle and then do a better deal for people. And it was the same thing with how I was thinking with the black businesses. If there's black person manufacturing their products, they've got all their certificates to say their products are allowed to be sold in this country and now shipped worldwide. I would list them on my website and allow other black people to be able to shop this brand via my website, which will also bring people to their website. And it's the same with Islamic. Obviously, I want to have my website there to be able to bring some knowledge and culture to people. So it's not just there for the collectors and the vintage and Christmas shopping and gift shopping. It's there for obviously people to actually come there and actually learn a bit of knowledge. But then, who knows all this? As me, as a black business, who knows like where my black business could take the black businesses? Imagine that. A lot of people don't see that. A lot of people don't see that in a lot of black businesses. A lot of people don't see that in black people themselves, and thinking, yo, if I brought this black man into this job, or this black woman into this job with me, they'll make an earning, they could actually grow a brand, we may actually grow a relationship together now, where we can actually grow our businesses independently to another level. We also can then from your supporting one black person, that also then will then support a variety of other black people, because he has family, he has friends, his actual predominant group of social background is black. So there's a lot of people out there with their social background not black, completely black at all, and they're screaming about they're all there for black people. You don't even bring black people into your office. And these are the problems that black people have with each other. As I said, a lot more Asian and white people that haven't known me, and even that have known me have supported my thing. Funnily enough. Funnily enough. Do you get that? And I don't see people actually messaging me, and it's quite funny. I see a lot of Asian man will like it, Asian man posts just for the sake of it. So a lot of white man building up each other's posts. I see a lot of black people building up all the white and Asian man's posts, but not each other's. And the only people they will build up other than each other's are people they see they could possibly take advantage of. And that's the problem with black people. We'd rather take advantage of the other black person, like the other people would, than working with each other and actually capitalizing on what each other's attributes are, because we are all talented. And when we remember as black people we are all talented, we realize the wonders that any black man can bring. So those are the problems with black people right now, supporting each other's businesses. That is the real issue. Those are the issues. We don't need to boycott no Asian businesses. Don't need to boycott white businesses. Like, just because they may not support you does not mean you should boycott them, because there's a lot of people that are like them that would support you. So as I say, I've talked in a lot of my videos previously about the racism I get because I'm a black man with comics or football cards. We know the racism in football, it's prominent, we know it, we see it, we hear it. Yeah? If you don't know about comics, there's a lot of racism and judgments in comics as well. If you know about antiques and vintage, trust me, there's a lot of judgments to the black antiques and vintage collectors, even the ones known. I've seen them talk about it. So when you realise the categories I sell in, a lot of black people get judged in those categories already. Just know the journey I'm on as a black man, and I've talked about these things as a black man. But does that mean then that I don't support white and Asian people? No. Does that mean because black people don't support me, I shouldn't support black people? No, I just support black people, I just support white and Asian. I just support whoever I feel deserves to be supported, simply. But one thing for certain, I will be supporting more black and Asian people, mostly Muslim people, because I just feel the need, I have to. Whereas when I support white and Asian, unless they're really just genuine people, and I see they're genuinely not judging me for who I am, I just support them for the sake of the products they've got and the service they're offering. That's it, that's what I choose by. Whereas with my culture, sometimes I don't even care about the service. Do you get that? Even though I may, if you know me. Do you get that? So those are the little problems we have right now. And yes, I'll say it again, no, we should not be boycotting no South Asian businesses, because if you're going to boycott them, you need to recognise they may boycott us. So thank you for joining SJ Cartier Limited Convos, and I hope you enjoyed this one.